leaseholder and former Lehman Brothers employee Steve Day bought his home in Royal Artillery Quays in 2016. He and 417 other leaseholders are facing bills of a minimum of £31,000 to cover remedial work costs, not to mention exorbitant service charges.
There seems to be a political stalemate. Nothing seems to be being done, yet the bankruptcies are happening.
With the backing of 43 bishops and a number of MPs, Steve's fighting for legislation called the Polluter Pays Bill to be reviewed by Parliament. It would make building developers responsible for paying for repair work.
We're saying let's apportion the responsibility across all of those that are responsible. And crucially, let's not wait for 10 years to get the money, let's get that now, because we forget that it's not a money situation, it's a life and death situation. This is about safety. We need the money in now, we need the remediation projects to start, and we can't burden the taxpayer, and our solution deals with all of those.
I wish I could say it will never happen again, but it could happen again tonight. It could happen at any time, because there's still many buildings that are Grenfell Towers in other places. So we have a huge job to do as a construction industry to make sure these buildings are not built like this again, and that the buildings that do find that they have huge problems of fire safety need to be remedied just as quickly as possible. Everybody needs to come in on it, and I mean that includes the government. I'm quite ashamed of our industry, and I'm really ashamed of the government. They are working far too slowly. The building regulations are changing, but they're nowhere near what they should be.
There's a really nasty irony with the building safety crisis, which is that none of these homes that are now deemed unsafe were any more safe before the Grenfell fire. They were just as dangerous then as they are now. The difference is just that anybody in an affected building now has to pay far more money. It's quite mind-blowing